Y'all not giving y'all money, then why does it matter who chooses to give to her?
It matters to me because I'm grown and this is my mouth and I can talk about what the hell I want to talk about. That lady sent me her cash, I mean not her cash out, but her live where she's raising money every chance that she get. So if I want to talk about it, then I can talk about it. And furthermore, like I said, she done sat up there and called me a bitch and tried to call me out or read me or whatever you want to say. So whatever the case may be, whatever I have to look at to run her ass, then that's what I'm gonna do. And it just so happens that she's been out here begging, scamming, grifting, whatever label that you want to put on it, crowdfunding, whatever. So bitch, that's what I'm finna talk about, okay?
And she made it public, therapist. She made it public. So people got the right to question. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that. People has the right to question stuff on here.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want to do. I pay this here cell phone bill. So if I want to get on here and talk about Trina, hell, if I wanted to talk about you, I could. Who gonna check me, boo?
Yeah, I'm not telling you not to stand up for the girl. You can do you. Do you.
Right, and nobody has called out anybody that is gifting her. Nobody's
Yeah.
going after anybody that is gifting her. We've said multiple times, if you want to go get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and get dressed, go to work, stay at work for a 12-hour shift, have a 30-minute lunch break, you don't get no smoke break, you want to drive in an hour of traffic, come home, your ass stink. You got to get in the shower, try to fix you, find you something to eat, and then when you finally get your feet put up, you decide that you want to get on the internet and you see Trina and you decide, okay, I got paid $400 this week. I'm gonna give Trina $180 so she can spend one night in the Airbnb, so she don't have to worry about nothing. If that's what you decide that you want to do, then baby, go
It's up to
ahead.
you, yeah.
That's you, baby. I ain't knocking you from doing it. I'm just saying you crazy as hell.
Oh man.
She telling you she need $189 a day so she can stay 30 days in a nice Airbnb that
Half of
probably will
y'all
look
staying in
better than your
shacks.
house.
That's what I was about to say. Half of y'all probably staying in shacks and y'all about to give this girl y'all money for her to live good.
She finna be living better than you for the next 30 days with no worries. So she can do her homework and get off academic probation. But that's just me. That's just how I see it. That's the way it run in my mind. I don't think like everybody else. So, but that's just how I see it. And if you decide rich not rich therapist, that therapist, if you decide that you want to give her your paycheck, this week, go ahead, baby. That's look, that's between you, her, and the Lord and your landlord.
Stop the screen, please. Thank you.
Miss Pettyrow, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
What's the difference between giving Trina money and, someone spending their money to see a Beyonce or a Chris Brown that they may not be in the best financial status, but that's their entertainment. So they say, well, I want to spend my money on these Beyonce tickets or these Chris Brown tickets. Maybe Trina provides an entertainment service for some people that they want to spend their check on and they want to fund her and her lavish lifestyle of luxury.
I mean, it's the same thing that I just said. If they decide that they want to do that, that's between them, whoever they send their money to, the lords and they landlord. That's between them. You can spend your money on what you want to spend it on. But at the end of the day, if the shit don't be adding up, if I tell you that my rent is due and I'm behind, and I ask you for the money to pay my rent, and then you give said money, but then 15 days later, oh, I'm still getting put out.
Right.
That warrants a question.
That's where
If
the
I'm
problem is,
telling
Peach.
you I have no food in my home and you send me money and I buy press on nails and I still don't have no food in my home after you sent me the money, that warrants a question.
Mm.
So it's not that she's asking for money, get your money, but the reason is her reasons why. Like
Mhm.
every other day, you can't keep getting kicked out. Like we just gave you 1,500, you just got 4K. How much are you behind? Like if you just want the money, then just say you
Just
want some
say
money.
that. Yes.
That's what I said this morning. Just say you want some money if you want the money, but to keep saying you getting evicted every other day, and we know you got all this money, that's what the problem is.
So
And
did Trina?
here's, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Miss Petty. Did Trina? Did she close her small business that she had? Because I know at one point she was
She
escorting
had a
people.
business.
I thought she was escorting at one point.
What the
I don't
hell?
know. I don't know if she's still doing that or not.
I
I'm
know
not
when I
sure.
first. No, I'm serious. When I
He
first
telling the
heard of
truth.
her, I,
Man,
she
hit my
said
cash app up.
she said she was making an ebook to teach young girls how to get paid from selling cob. This was like months ago. I remember her saying this, so I thought maybe she was restructuring her small business.
I don't know. But my thing is,
Really?
if okay, now I do say that, we do provide entertainment, and I've said this multiple times on my page. We provide entertainment. We talk about current events. We do this, that, and the third. We get y'all through your day. So, yeah, if you got it, throw a couple of dollars, because there are other things that we could be doing besides being on here entertaining y'all. Some of us do other things off the app so that we can be entertaining on the app, and it takes time. So, I do say, if we're entertaining and you gonna cut your cable bill, send your people that you watch on a regular basis, vise that money up and send it to them if they're being your entertainment. But at the same time, don't get on here pulling at people's heartstrings. That's
Right.
something completely different.
Different.
You've got a woe is me story every single day as to why you're asking for money, versus, y'all, I'm providing entertainment, I'm providing a service. Go ahead and hit up my Cash App. That's where the difference lies.
Just ask for the money, god dang it.
I
You
see.
ain't gotta lie.
So I see exactly what everybody is saying. I agree with Petty. It to me, it's really how you phrase it. If you want us to pay for your lavish lifestyle, just say that. But to say that you're going to get an Airbnb, knowing darn well you don't have the money for the next month, that's not asking for support. That's asking for us to fund you, but not in a way where you're saying, hey, I want to be a content creator who has a bunch of people pay for my lifestyle, and I'm going to rent an Airbnb. I need you guys all to pay for it. Say that. Say that. But don't say you're afraid to move in with Kay because of her son. Don't say that you need help because of school, because of all these extracurricular activities. That's not the same thing. I think Trina is afraid to admit the reality is you want us to pay for you. That's fine. Just say that. But you
Just
know
say that.
people won't do it if you say it that way. But we can already see how it is. Peach gave a great example of, like, these famous people. But Beyonce provides a service to us. Whether you like it or not, she is an entertainer in a different kind of way. You don't have to pay for her shows, and she won't send you an email if you don't.
Somebody let her.
She won't cuss you out if you don't pay for her shows.
Exactly.
She, she won't. If you
Where you
don't
go,
pay
Rose?
if you don't pay the $3,000, $10,000 ticket to go see her show, she ain't gonna cuss you out. And we could talk about how much it is and all this. She'll never jump online and say, well, y'all broke, y'all this and y'all that. So it really just depends on how you look at it.
And let me
Yeah.
say this. I do have a Cash App. My Cash App is $ Petty Row Official. I do want to go to Dominican Republic to rub elbows and hobnob with bigger influencers and creators. I do want to do that. So I do have a Cash App up. Now, I changed the goal last night just to get under Trina's skin. But if anybody want to send $1, $2, $10 for me
Hit
to
her
go
cash
rub
up. Put it in
elbows,
the chat.
with these people. And I ain't lied about it. I've been honest. I done talked about it with my people from day one. So if anybody decide
Oh, let me
they
put my
want to
goal up
skip
here.
McDonald's today and send me $5 so that I can go rub elbows, then that's fine. But at the end of the day, my mortgage is paid. My children got food to eat. I'm finna get ready to go pick up a Walmart grocery order now. Like, my priorities are taken care of, right? But if anybody decided, okay, I got $5 left over this week, I'ma send it to Petty because she do work hard. She do entertain us. Her stupid ass be up in the middle of the night listening to these people shit so she can tell us about it when we wake up because our ass will sleep. If they decide they want to send me $5, thank you. I appreciate it.
And since we're adding cash apps and
Thank you,
stuff,
Sophia.
I am having a
Thank
baby
you, Sophia.
shower on March 9th. If anybody wants to attend my virtual baby shower, now don't worry. AK's baby is taken care of, but if you want it, there's a wish list, okay? There's a wish list just in case y'all wanna join in, okay? I don't okay, that's all. That's it, that's all.
And don't come to the baby shower looking
Thank
for no
y'all for achieving my
meatballs
goal.
neither.
Thank you.
She ain't gonna have no meatballs for you. It's virtual now. Don't come
Hit that
Okay.
looking for
cash
no
app up. I
rotel
Rotel
gotta
with
dip
go
on
pasta
today.
today.
salad.
I gotta go. Put
Link.
that cash
Girl,
app
then
up.
you just have it. See, look at you acting like Trina. You done up your goals since we been in here. Cause you got some
Dang.
people in here. You trying to
All right,
up your
let
goals.
me take it down. Hold on, let me take it down.
You done up your goals. See?
I
That's how
can. I
people
want to play the
do.
Rotel dip. You gonna have a baby shower?
you know, people come saying,
Hmm.
gonna drop some music.
Of course.
Rose
Yeah.
just came up here. Was that a mistake, Rose? I
Yeah, they
don't
do
know. But
say
yeah, ain't
close
nobody knocking
down, don't
Trina.
get
We're just
big.
knocking, the reason. Because how many times you get evicted a month? Come on now. That's it. If you want the money, y'all, just say I want the money.
I want the money. Give me $50. You can't
All right.
afford to give me $50.
I'm gonna drop.
That's it.
Bye,
That's
girl.
all. Y'all go to Aunt Karen's baby shower.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
Peach, what you want, Peach? Peach, what you want?
Well, I just recorded my song, Peachtree Poppy. Now we finna start working on the music video. And I'm gonna crowdfund for the video. I am. To raise some of the money and I'm gonna pay for the rest of it myself. But I understand what y'all saying. I feel like as long as you're being honest about it, from
Yes, be
what I
honest.
receive, it's okay. I guess if I was to say like I'm getting evicted, I need y'all to pay it and I use the money for the video, that would be different. So I get Petty point. Thank you, Petty, for explaining it to me. I hope y'all have a good day. I know we'll
You're
be
You
dragged
welcome.
about
too.
this for the next week.
Have a good one.
All right, people, cash apps is in the comments. I ain't no hater. Hit it. Everybody, what y'all want? Everybody want money. Everybody get the
Look,
bag. God dang it.
it's funny that y'all
The
talking
hell?
about this, right? I'm on lunch right now, and I literally was just talking about this in my live. I was saying, like, you can't have a goal, tell people that it's for something, but then when they ask for receipts on how they spend their money, have an attitude and tell them to mind their business. It don't work that way. There's not a place you can go where you can't request an itemized receipt. Nobody spends money today without wanting to know where it goes, right? So it's different. Let's say like you got your goal up there, right? As long as your goal is up there and you're not telling us what it's for, we can't tell you how to spend it. But if I say, hey, look, everybody, I need help with my rent. This is how much I need for my rent. Don't be mad when those who have contributed to this gold fund come and say, well, hey, if we just paid for your rent, why is there a notice on your door? Because guess what? You told me it was for your rent. See, when my sister called me and she say, hey, sis, you got $20 so I can go and buy me some McDonald's. And she come back and she sitting there smoking on the Mary with my $20. I have every right to be upset because I gave you this $20 with the intention of you eating, not you doing this. People don't seem to understand that. It's all about how you do it. Now, this is what I will say to the flip side. Those who have contributed have every right to ask questions. But if you ain't sent a red cent, mind your damn business. The mind your business is for you. Those who have not contributed. If you have not helped, then no, you don't get to ask no questions. But if you have taken the time and you have helped, and you asked me, like, perfect example, when I had to move, I had put it out there. Hey, look, y'all, I need to get my landlord is saying that I can't stay next month. I have a month to month. I've explained to my landlord I can't pay you and move, so unfortunately, you go on the back burner. I'm gonna take this money that we're raising. I'm gonna get this U-Haul truck. I came on here. I showed them the price of the U-Haul. I showed them how much it was for me to get my storage. I had no problem breaking down where this money was going because I understood the thought that other people were helping me get this done. I couldn't ask y'all to help me get a U-Haul, and then when y'all ask me, well, exactly how much the U-Haul gonna cost, and then I tell you, oh, that's none of your business. Well, hell, if it ain't none of my business, you don't need none of my damn money. That's how it go. Like, that's common
Good
sense.
morning.
But
That
Miss
is common
Delightful,
sense.
how you
I
gonna
just want to
tell
say
the
something.
people? Okay, go ahead, Rose. Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna just say this and then drop down because I don't want to catch no strays, right? But I will say this: it is not mandatory for a person to show you receipts. What you could say is that it may make you feel better if you were to see the receipts, or based off of your own good intentions or your moral compass or how you maneuver in life. What you do maybe you know what I'm saying, showing those receipts. A person does not have to show those receipts. So I just wanted to make sure that we clear that. And also, like, if a person is giving respectfully, if you're giving out of the kindness of your heart, it ain't gonna be in my mind to ask you no questions about what it is. Will I peep some shit? Of course. Am I gonna say something out loud about it? Because I know that I put in the energy or the effort to give whatever it is. What you do with it, that's on your own. You got to talk to your God or whatever the fuck you serve about why you decided you wanted to lie or pretend or whatever you feel like this person may have done. So I will say that it's not
I
mandatory.
mean, but
So
I think people feel
I
a
say
certain
this,
type of way.
Rose.
If you telling me that I need money for rent, right? So in my heart, I'm giving you money for rent. I may not have given you money if you just asked for it. So I think that they do have a right to know.
And that's what I was
Exactly.
saying. Like,
I think they do have the right to
I
know
feel like the only way a person
if
has a right
you asking
for
for
a
money for this
specific thing.
specific
Now, if I
reason.
just say I need
Yeah,
help and you just choose to put it, that's different. But if I'm
that's
telling
different.
you and I'm giving this money an assignment, if I gave you this money with an assignment attached to it, then yes, I
Yeah,
do think that it is the moral correct thing for me to be able to ask about that assignment because the whole reason why I gave it to you
yeah.
was for this said reason.
Right. And the thing of it is that people know if they say it's for one thing, people probably not gonna give. So they're going to give you a reason that will pull at your heartstrings. I think they might sort of kind of like call that theft by deception. I'm just gonna put that out there because if you say I want to go get this crack rock, can you give me $10?
Not cracker.
Versus I haven't
Anybody gonna
ate
give it to
all
you,
day,
right?
right? Versus I haven't ate all day and I'm hungry. Can you
Yeah,
give me ten
I hear
dollars
you,
so
Rose.
I can go get something to eat? People know what they be doing. And Miss Delightful, how you gonna tell the people to mind their business? Cause you and me be in the same lives minding other
Look, look,
people's
look, look, look,
business
look, look. Let me tell you
every
something.
day.
I tell people all the time, but and I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm nosy. Yes, the hell I am. I tell people that all the time. I'm hella nosy, but I don't ask no questions. I just watch.
Trina's in
I
here.
sit back and
She in
watch
here on her daughter
quietly.
page.
Okay, so there's
you
a
know
difference.
what?
That's how I can tell people to mind their business. What I said is if you have not contributed, right? Because you got some people who just want to ask questions and they ain't never hit a cash app or licked on nothing. If you ain't sent nothing, you don't get to ask me shit. Now you ain't never donated to the cause, shut the hell up. You don't get to ask me nothing. But if you're someone who has donated to the cause and you're asking about where your money went, I feel you got the right to ask. If it came out your pocket, you do have the right to ask about it. If it did not come out your pocket, mind your damn business. Period.
If you don't want to
What?
discuss what the
Go-
panel is discussing, you do know how to get up out of here, right? If you don't want to talk about it and you don't want to hear about it, I'm assuming that you know what to do. I would say go to hell, but I don't think $2 gonna say that. I think she'll just say scroll out.
I say.
This ain't my life.
I'm not
This ain't
playing
my
with
life.
Petty.
I do
You
think,
know what
Miss
I mean.
Delightful, that once you make something public, people have the right to question it, regardless if they donated or not. You made it public.
I don't necessarily agree with that to an
I
extent.
disagree with
That
that.
I don't necessarily agree with to an extent. Like I said, I just feel like if you partake in it and you're asking like where your money went, yes, you can ask. But if you ain't put no money in, I don't feel like you have the right to ask. It's like members of a church. Every year, the church gives their members accountability of where the money went. But if you ain't a member, you ain't on their book. They not sending you that letter. I'm just saying. So, I mean, I feel like if you a contributor, yes, you can ask. But if you ain't contribute, you ain't got no reason to be asking no questions.
I came up to kind
Good
of say the
morning,
same thing
everybody.
that Rose said. I think it's unfortunate to give and then at that point ask someone to give you a receipt or tell you what this is for, because if you're giving, and you should be giving from the kindness of your heart, no matter what it's going to be for. If you see someone on the street and you just reach in your, a lot of times we have in our car where we didn't put dollars and change and all of that, and you just reach for that and give it to them, you know not what they're going to do with it. You don't know what they're going to do with it at all, and you shouldn't be concerned in any way. You gave from the kindness of your heart. You saw there was a need and you gave. So for me, it is what it is. If I'm going to give, I'm not going to ask any questions to what it is for. I do find it a little bit much to ask consistently, constantly, and I see no actions of changing your circumstance
Mm-hmm.
at
Mm-hmm.
all. That is where I have a little bit of an issue.
I agree, T Money.
Well, I do
I
be
do.
asking questions because
I mean,
I
I'm a
I
ask
donate
too.
clothes, makeup,
Yeah,
and
especially if you
everything
telling me that this is what the
to a
money is for.
women's
I want to know
shelter.
if you use it for that purpose.
Right. I
I'm a
donated
ask.
all this stuff
That's
to
just
a
me.
women's shelter. And I wanted to make sure it's going to the women's shelter. Not y'all gonna put
Not
it
the
in a
man
store.
shelter,
Right. Not
right?
you
Or
gonna
you
put it in
selling
a
it.
store and sell it and use the funds for something else. I want it to go to the women that come in that don't have nothing, that are escaping domestic violence
Right.
situations. This is where I want my stuff to go. If you're the conduit to be able to do that, then I'm going to give it to you. And also, can I get a receipt for my donation? Because I'm going to put this shit on my taxes because
Right.
I
Okay.
paid for this
Charity
stuff.
donation.
I've
Right.
earned the money to pay for the stuff. So give me a receipt so it can show that I've given the stuff to you and I can claim it on my taxes. So
So,
if you don't care about where your money go, it's the same thing as me caring where my money do go. It's the same thing. Either you can ask questions or you don't have to ask questions. Either one is fine.
I mean, I'm in agreement with that. My thing is though, the only time I'm going to ask is in a situation like that. Of course, if you're giving to a shelter, you giving thousands of dollars or whatever the situation is. That, yes, that's money that can go on my taxes. But I'm not fixing to take a $15 receipt and put on my taxes. I'm sorry, y'all.
I
I'm
just
just not, and I've been
Baby,
doing
that
taxes for a
$15
long
can
time.
make or break or what level you at. So, baby, I'm gonna take that $15 and I'm gonna put it right onto my accountant because
I ain't
that could be a difference on the tax level where I'm at. But see, that's the difference between people. What may seem like a little bit to you may be a lot to somebody else, and you can't
That is
dictate
true.
that on whether they need
That's
to
not
ask
that.
about that little bit or a lot.
I get what you're saying, but I haven't seen it change anyone's taxes in any way. I just ain't seen $10 and $15 change the
Well, let T
taxes.
Money
I
send
mean,
me
it could put you in the next
$15.
tax bracket.
T
It could
Money,
put you in
T
the
Money,
next tax
send me
bracket.
fifteen
You right
dollars.
at the
Since
bottom.
$15 don't mean that much to you, send it to my cash app
That
instead.
cash app right there.
Petty
I
Road,
just want to put
Y'all
this
love
as a quick
y'all
little
funny.
disclaimer for those who may not know that 50 cents
shit, I was asking.
50 cents alone can change your tax bracket, and you can go from
Right.
getting food stamps to having to pay everything on your own, baby.
Big
With
fact.
Bingo.
50
It ain't
cents,
changing
okay?
for me.
50
One
fucking
penny. They can do
cents.
about you 1 penny over.
It's because I felt that. mad because I was 3 pennies over and they took my
And they told
shit
your
from me.
ass, hell no. Who
And
you
I did
telling
not,
Yep.
and
that?
I
They
tried
not
to
playing
take it
about
back
Yep.
that.
and they
They
wouldn't
ain't
take
never
it back.
gave me food stamps, so
I tried to change the number.
I can't speak to that. So
I can. That shit hurt when they tell your ass you make too
3
much.
cent over, baby. It
Shit.
hurt. So I'm just saying it do shift
see,
some
I
shit.
be making sense, don't I? I be telling the truth, ain't
now I
But
mean
Sometimes,
I've
I
been
do
sometimes,
want to say
told I
this
baby.
make
though.
too
I do
I,
much.
want to
I
say
wish I
I
could
this,
get a
make too
lion.
much to get
that
food stamps.
there's a lot of people this conversation is more surrounding what you hope someone's characteristics are, right? This is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This has to do with your perception of what you think integrity is.
Mm-hmm.
And so the disagreements or the not even confusion, the disgruntlement that a lot of people are having is that they are hoping that a person is going to do what they would do if they were in the situation. So as for example, Miss Delightful said she was in a situation and she said that she would hope that this person would do the things that she did, i.e. show receipts of whatever she had purchased with the money that she had raised for whatever specific reason. But everybody doesn't operate the same.
That's
And
true.
so
That is definitely
it's
true. I
very
agree.
difficult to hold someone to that point because everybody's perspective is different based off of their moral compasses and how they were raised. I
I
just
mean,
want
because that is what I said in my live.
Okay.
When I said it yesterday, I said, but that's what integrity looks like to me. Integrity looks like to me that if I ask you, hey, look, y'all, I need to get these U-Haul vans, I need to get these storage, this is how much it's going to come up to. If someone had contributed to that, then I do feel like if I have it to me, it's only right to let them see that what I've said is what it is. Right? Versus telling somebody to mind their business. Now, once again, if you ain't contributing, you don't get to ask me nothing. If you ain't helping, mind your business. But if you're partaking in the help, I don't see why it would be an issue to let you see where it's going. But to me, that's how I think. That's the accountability and that's the, you know what I'm saying, that's the integrity of it. Like if I tell you that I need X, Y, and Z for ABC, and you ask me about ABC, and you've helped with X, Y, and Z, I have it to me, that is exactly how I'm supposed to do about it. So
Hi.
I totally agree with what they said, because that for me is exactly how I handled it.
I think I disagree. I think it's been transparent. I don't have no issue with Trina. Actually, still friends with her on here.
Who's that
Just
talking?
been watching it. I disagree. I think that's called being transparent. If I'm advertising that, hey, I'm raising this money because I'm about to get evicted, you do owe me. I've never. I don't know how
Who
y'all.
is that talking?
Who
I have
talking?
no idea. I
Your
don't see
mic's
her
I'm
not
light.
sorry,
lighting
Who
up.
is
sweetheart.
that? Desi?
Who's talking?
It's
Your box not
Desi.
lighting up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it said
Not
that your
lighting up.
box
Yeah,
not
because
lighting up.
your
That's
box
why.
it was
wasn't lighting
Desi.
up.
Okay.
Right before you finish that, just 1 second, please. Can everybody please tap the screen, share the live. The host does have a goal up top. If you guys
I
continue to
do.
contribute a dollar, whatever you can would be great. And again, please contribute to the panel, the host, and please
Or
continue to
a
tap the
lion.
screen.
Or a lion. Either or.
I
Go
Or
cannot.
ahead,
both.
go
Or
ahead, Miss
both.
Desi.
I disagree. I think it's transparency. Like if I say like, "Hey, I'm getting this," like I've never given to a place where I can't ask them questions, where they didn't have brochures, where they didn't show me pictures to what my money is going to, where they didn't tell me what their mission was. Like, so let's not act fake about it. I normally don't say nothing, but I think that's phony to be like, oh, I think also it's not good to
Oh, Glock, I
weaponize
was about to say.
Thank
mental
you.
health and don't weaponize your children. Thank you for the gifts. Yes, don't weaponize your
Thank you,
kids.
Glock.
And then don't weaponize somebody else's child. Like I'm all for getting your money. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I would have sent a backhand message to all my friends like, yo, I'm trying to hustle real quick on the social media streets. You know what I'm saying? You see me on the streets asking for money, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? And then like kept it real with my peoples. So that way, you know what I'm saying, do some PR. Like if we gonna hustle the right way. Like, I think that if you're going to ask for money for certain things, you owe everybody, even somebody that's interested in donating. I have a right to ask before I give you this money, what is it going to? And if you choose not to show your receipts, you are not being transparent in your mission of operation. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for having me up too.
Thanks for coming up.
Thank you for coming up. We
So,
appreciate it.
You
so,
got a nice voice.
so deception and whether or not somebody when they're asking for something, you told that line if you are not accurate with what you're asking it for. For example, Trina had asked for people to help her raise money to get her daughter's hair done. She was going to take her daughter to the salon to get it done. Next day, we look up, Trina's doing her hair. Well, now that's two
Karen, she
different
said
things.
she already paid for it. When she
No.
ran down that, listen, hold on. I heard
I don't know
her.
where she at. I think she in here.
She was on live after Rose them had been in there helping her raise all of that money. And obviously somebody had asked her what she did with the money. And she went through this whole tirade. She was like, y'all, it wasn't even really that much money left. She said, I got these fingernails, them press-ons that she got. She said, I got these fingernails. I bought some pants. I paid for somebody to professionally braid my daughter's hair. She said she already paid for it out of that money that was raised with the crowdfunding session. So
So
then we just watched her yesterday put them Miss Seeley plaits in that baby head.
right. So and that's what I say. So like you, but if she would have
Wait the
said,
fuck a
and
minute.
and she would have said like, hey, I'm going to
Pedro,
do my
please.
daughter's hair, so I need the money for the braids. I
Damn,
need the
Petty.
money to go to the beauty supply, get whatever beads, I don't know, whatever her daughter wears and don't wear, beads, hair, whatever. And product, can y'all do that instead of saying I'm taking my daughter
Getting it professionally done, yeah.
to get it, because that's where you toe that line, because then it makes me feel as though you only raised up the salon money because you knew that was a higher cost, instead of just saying I need to go to the beauty supply and get this
Just
done,
pack
this,
of
that,
dollar
and the
beads and
other.
some gel and some money that's in here.
So,
Yeah.
Say that's my own experience. I
so
also was reached out to for tampons and food, and I'm a doula, so I work with a lot of families, so I'm able to support. Like with menstrual, I'm like, well, what you need, I can send you a care package. Didn't hear nothing back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just be real with everybody. Like I said, I don't knock nobody hustle. You know what I'm saying? You can do your thing. I'm gonna watch you do your thing, but I just don't like being lied to. Be transparent about your hustle. Literally, the people that supporting you go on the back end. All you gotta do is message us. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel it in my spirit to move no more, so I stopped moving. But if you see you about the hustle, just message the people that you have made a connection with and say it. Again, also, I don't play about mental health. I want to say when you are spiraling, do not include someone else's children in the context of making them dangerous. I can't get down with that. And I'm gonna speak on it every single
Oh, I'm
time.
sorry.
If we talking about children, we talk about protect your children, we talk about protect everybody's children. So I don't care who you are in this app. When you get out of line and you weaponize your child, weaponize traumas in your life, I have an issue with that. So I'm gonna address that. And I don't care if you block me, but I'm always gonna say I don't care who you are. We can't just pick on certain people for their children and the actions that they do, but not judge all. I don't have no issue, but I have an issue with that right there. I don't like when people weaponize their kids and weaponize their traumas and use their kids' traumas as a reason for the other person being quote unquote some type of dangerous. I don't like that.
That's true. And but see, when I said about stuff that was said about people using people's
You're a
children
bully.
as excuses, right? I was a bully. When I brought up that some stuff was said that I did not like, then I'm a bully. But I can only repeat what I've heard online. So if it wasn't said online, then I wouldn't know about it. How can you tell somebody that they can say whatever they want to say online, but you can't talk about it now? You can't repeat it. You can't say nothing about it. You can't say if you see a problem with it, or maybe that should not have been said. You got to let everybody do what they want to do. But as soon as you say something, you're a bully or you're out of line. How am I out of line when you said something about your child that I find a problem with? You was just talking about James and what happened with his child. Why is that not bullying? You can talk about somebody else's kids because they put it online. They made it public. But as soon as you do something with your child online and make it public, can't nobody say nothing. It's bullying.
Hold on, Patty. Can I acknowledge something right before my phone goes off? Because I'm at lunch. I do have to go back to work for those who are on this comment asking questions. It's funny. There's a lot of people want to say I'm just like Trina. Baby, I'm nothing like Trina. And there's nothing against her. Anytime I ask for help, any help I've asked for had been seen. And when the last time y'all heard me ask for help? Baby, I've moved into my place. Y'all didn't even know that. Now, just for those who need to see it, because maybe they think I'm full of bullshit, baby. Nothing has Delightful ever said that she hasn't done. Delightful sitting here at her job right now, baby. So I'm about to clock back in right now. So no disrespect to Trina, no disrespect to her at all. But baby, I do work. Okay, I have a 9 to 5, and y'all haven't heard me say I needed anything. Why? Because I've actually moved into my own place. When I told y'all I had to move, baby, y'all right, y'all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, but I also want you to
Thank
clock.
you.
I also
I
want you to.
believe that says CVS, baby. I work for CVS.
I wouldn't
But for
even
those
show.
who are
I wouldn't
wondering,
really show people, but I also want you to clock your tone and how you responded, because I think that underlying tells how you
because
truly
it's
feel.
irritating.
No, no,
And
no,
I'm
no, no, no,
sorry,
no, no, no.
Karen.
But
I'm irritated when people try to do
delightful.
that, though.
I want you to understand how you responded to that and said you're nothing like Trina. So in actuality, I think you agree with a lot of what we're saying, because you responded in such a way to distinguish yourself from Trina in a very big way. I don't know if you clocked that, but you were saying like,
Karen,
I
Karen,
said I was going to do something and I did it.
Excuse
I
me. Excuse me
Karen.
one moment. Excuse me
no,
one moment.
no, I
Sorry.
was
This is
no, I
just
was talking. And so I just want
excuse
you
me.
to.
I'm a mod here. I just need to state something
I
real
will say that,
quick.
you know what, y'all correct. You got that.
There's
But I do have to
there's
clock back in. So I'm going to.
excuse me one
Go
moment.
ahead,
There's
Candy Girl.
700.
Go.
Okay, 763 people in here. I would like to send a special shout out to Alexis, Black Widow, Tabriel, China One, Keita, Brittany, Riri, Rose, Queen, Ken, Empress, Pages, KR Smooth, Betty, and Motown. They are the ones that are consistently tapping. So of the 760 people in here, there's less than 20 people tapping. Can we just get the taps up, please? That's all I want to say. Y'all can continue.
I just wanted to say that to Miss Delightful, because I
Thank
think
you, Candy.
you felt a certain kind of way when somebody compared you to Trina, and that said a lot about your true feelings. Because I do think you really do believe that Trina should show every receipt, because just the way that you responded. So that's all I wanted to say.
I'll say you correct. You're right about that. Because that is the one thing about it that to me is different. I do believe that is where we are different, is that I am transparent. Anytime I've asked for help, I had no problem showing what I was asking for help with. So I do say, like, no disrespect to her, but in that one area that I do think that, it could help her not have as many issues. If she was more transparent about what she's doing, yes. So I see that. I can take that. I can definitely take that and be like, you know what, that's correct. Because to me, I feel like the issues that she's having, some of the heat that's going her way, is because she's refusing to be transparent. I feel like it's not that people don't want to help. How do I know? Because I've gotten help from others, right? But part of the reason why people were willing to help is because they knew where their money was going. They did know where it was going. I made it very clear. I was very transparent about what I did, what I needed, and where it was going. So transparent, I can definitely take that corrective criticism, because you're correct. I do
Big
find that.
Glock.
Yeah, that definitely is the difference. But I gotta drop y'all.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you for
All
coming
right,
up. We
thanks for
appreciate
coming
you.
up.
I'll see y'all later.
Shout out
Can
to
I say
Faye. Her
something right
finger
quick?
is hurting.
Thank you so much for coming up.
Can everybody send me $1, please? I'm trying to go to the Dominican
Yeah, look,
Republic.
everybody cash up with us in the
Can
audience.
everybody send me $1? There's
Everybody cash up everybody.
788 people in here. I'm
Petty
trying to
Row
go.
want to go to the DR. Karen having a baby
You didn't
shower.
say it right.
Candy,
I need to get my nails
oh,
Dominican
done, and
Republican.
and
It's the
and it's
Dominican
a
oh,
lot of stuff
Republican.
going on with me.
the
Uh,
Dominican Republic.
Yeah. Somebody put my Cash App down now.
Shitanya want to go on a cruise.
Okay, I'm sorry. Therapist, can you please come up? Because I've been asking you to come up here. Can you come up here? Because the information that you are providing in the
I can
chat
put my I can
is
put my
genuinely
cash app
confusing
in.
me. And I've been around. I've been seeing what's going on. I'm just not saying my own opinion. However, like you're
I
making
can see her
statements
down here.
and
She
I'm
private.
and I'm genuinely questioning, like, do you actually understand what is transpiring, or are you just like trying to prove your loyalty right now?
Trying to
Yeah,
prove
she
they
private.
loyalty.
Hold on. Let her see. I need a box. Okay, let me see if she willing to come on up.
So where is Trina?
Well,
Trina
Oh,
don't want to
take
come
me
up
with
here?
you, Glock. Can I get in your suitcase?
Um,
What you didn't ask for Trina,
Where's she at?
too?
All I
Say it
know
again.
is, like
I don't know.
I
No,
said,
say what? No,
if
I don't know. I think she got me blocked on this page.
if that
Oh, okay.
lady got an
Y'all can
eviction
share the lie to
notice,
her. I'm sure she in here.
if she got the paperwork showing where her landlord said,
Let
you
me
know
check.
what, we've decided not to extend your lease. Any of that, I'll apologize. I don't think the lady ever did get an eviction
Hey,
notice.
Thibodeau.
I don't think none of that.
There
I
was.
think she wants to be a full-time content creator and she can't figure out how to make it hit. So she needed something else to get some money in the meantime, and she knows what to do to play on people's heartstrings. She uses housing. That is her hustle. Her
There it
hustle
is.
is housing. Okay? Because who gonna sit up and let somebody with a child get put out if they can help it? Nobody. But if she say, y'all, can y'all help me till I get, get a stronghold on this content creating and figure out how I'm gonna make it work for the long term? Can y'all help me?
Well, I
It's
will
gonna
say
be a
that the
different
first
lick
time,
there.
the time where I came and contributed in her broadcast and helped raise that money, within 30 minutes, might I add.
Are you talking
Sent
about the
her
time when you guys had that dance off? I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry.
that same
Rose, we
day.
know
Yeah,
you a
that
big
same.
fish, girl. I mean, I ain't
So
don't take that the wrong way. I know I said big fish. But baby, we know you bring out the thing, girl. You ain't gotta keep reminding us. We know you
nah, I
bring
gotta
it
let
out,
people
girl.
understand because here's the thing, right? I've been catching like slight strays here and there, and I'm just
Oh,
making sure that we all understand like what's going on without me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want a fallout. I don't want that. I don't want to be catching all these fucking strays and shit, and then like I take it to hell because that's not what I want. I've been trying to be extremely neutral for a good little minute, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
okay.
However, I just have to remind individuals of what actually transpired because a lot of people don't really know what really is going on. It's just a lot of people who may just not like an individual who's just talking out the side of their neck as opposed to actually having information to stand on.
I got
So,
you.
so
Where's the
that
therapist lady at?
so the day that
Oh, there you go. You
we
gonna come up?
helped her, it was K Dub, me, Alex, and a few other individuals who were in the room, and we raised that money. She actually had a paper that was saying that she had an eviction. That
I
when
think
I
I remember
saw
that.
that, right, that me actually seeing that piece
I
of
remember
paper
that.
is what you know what I'm saying had me like, okay, I'm gonna come up and we gonna make sure some shit shake because in everybody's mind, it was we got to make sure that that baby got somewhere to lay her head. That
Mm-hmm.
was everybody's mindset. That baby needs somewhere to lay their head. She also explained in grave detail about the fact that she had forgot to pay some rent, and she had paid the first 2 months of the new year, but apparently she had forgotten some bills or whatever prior to, and those were the ones that they were holding against her. However, that works how that works. And so she showed that
They said that was
information.
Legion paperwork. That's what they said in
Right.
the
Well, I
comments.
mean, the reality is she showed the information. We raised we raised the 1,500 that she needed, and she was given extra just to make sure that she was cool. And then we did a CA battle just to give her extra, you know what I'm saying? Just so people can see that she's actually working for it as
I
opposed to
remember
just
that.
sitting
Mm-hmm.
around. You know what I mean? Like just sitting around and looking like what it's looking
Who
like
is
right now.
it?
Do you
It's
remember the
Thank you.
time? Do Abundantly? Do you remember the time the mafia helped pay her rent so she wouldn't get
Mm-hmm.
kicked out? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I just
Therapist,
wanted
are
to
you
make
gonna
sure
come up
everybody
here?
knew.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
just
sure
wanted
do,
to make
Jen.
sure everybody knew.
Therapist said
Like every
no,
other
that
week.
they gonna reach out to Rose on the back end because she
Oh,
thought
okay.
they was better than this public stuff.
I sure do,
So,
better than
Jen.
what?
baby,
I
Okay,
mean,
she
but
because
you're making
coming.
comments in public
She
though. So it's
coming,
Can
you
somebody
baby.
making
send me
comments
the
in public,
jets?
and I
She
like
yeah,
you,
coming.
therapist. What's
I
up?
do. I do want to say this though, because I really have been catching a whole lot of strays, and I have not said anything. And a lot of people have been clocking a lot of them
Strays.
strays that I've been catching. No, uh, yeah, I've been catching strays like we're big time. Okay, big time. So I don't understand why is it that once I open my mouth, it's giving like Rose need to shut up. I ain't even gave my opinion on nothing. Like I didn't put my own personal anything or how I feel on shit. We just been providing information. So I'm just trying to understand, why is it that I thought we were better than what exactly? Because you're in the comments speaking. Mind you, I actually contacted you in private, like, hey, do you actually know the information that you're speaking on? Because you're in the comments looking like you're confused. But you chose not to respond to those messages. So now you want to have a private conversation. I don't
Oh,
like
you
that
talking
for
to
you.
the therapist? Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't I
Come
don't like
on,
that
yeah,
for you.
therapist. Come on here. What's you already you comment in public. Everybody can see a comment down there. You might as well drop in the box.
I
And
just
that's
want to
what I
speak
can't
my
stand
piece and
about
then I'm
people.
gonna
They
hop
always want to
down.
out you in front of everybody,
And
but then
and
think it's
respectfully,
okay to have a
it's
backhand conversation. No,
yeah,
you didn't
my
disrespect me in the
Discord is right
backhand. You
there. Like,
disrespected me in the front end. So say
anybody
what you
that's in
got to
my
say.
Discord right now can see that I literally at her in my Discord and was like, hey, do you know actually what's going on? Da 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 da. Like, so I'm confused. Like, and I've been asking you to come up so somebody can explain to you what's transpiring, that therapist.
Y'all gotta remember, some people choose to be confused, y'all. Y'all have to. I'm about to hop down.
Again, guys,
Remember
before
that
we get
some
started
people are
again, before
confused.
therapist speaks, please,
They've
please,
been
please tap,
confused
tap,
for
tap
3
the
years
screen.
now.
All
Hmm
854
Ooh,
of
I'm
you in
excited.
here, please tap
They've
the
been
screen,
confused for
share the
3
live,
long
Who's
years.
that
okay? Give
talking?
the hope. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to give announcements. Can we please mute? Thank you. Again, all 858 people in here. I'm sorry. If y'all could tap the screen, share the live, give the host. She does have a goal above her head. If we can just contribute something towards the Cash App,
Gift the
please give
panel.
the
Gift my panel,
panel.
please.
Yes, and continue to tap the screen. We have to save the live. Please tap, tap, tap. Y'all go ahead.
What up, therapist? How you doing? She's still muted. I can't see. I'm trying to.
Trying to pull up the Discord because I don't have notifications. All I saw was Rose asking me to jump in the box, and I told her no, LOL. I thought we was playing. She did ask me, if do I know the whole story? The live that I missed is the live that happened in the middle of the day, but
What the hell, Rose? Hold on.
I'm not saying she didn't send me anything. I said I didn't get notifications. I didn't say you was lying. And where have I talked about you? Like, where have I thrown any strays? That's the thing. I support you too. If I hear anybody saying
Is that
negative
what you
stuff
heard?
about you,
That
I'm
is
gonna
what you
jump in
heard?
the box and unless you say, nah, don't defend me, then I'm gonna fall back. That's the only reason I haven't jumped in the box is because Trina told us last night, she's like, nah, y'all fall back. Don't, go up there. Don't, don't try to defend me. I can't not say anything in the comments though, but I cannot jump in the box. But since,
So
go
so
ahead.
that is what you heard. You heard that I said that you were throwing me strays. That's crazy. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that I have been catching a lot of strays. And what I don't want is for it to turn into something that it doesn't need to
But
be.
that
Referring
energy,
to, hold on, referring to the same person whose room that you have been sitting in has been actively calling my name when I have not put my opinion on anything, i.e. Trina. You sit in Trina's broadcast the same way that you said that you support all of these individuals. You are not saying the same sentiments to Trina. However, for
heard
me,
her say anything.
but that's crazy though, because I've heard it. I've actually came into her room and heard it and saw you also in the room. So it's like, it's interesting, like
Is
how
it subliminals?
but no, sweetheart, it's my name. She's saying my name. She's saying my
When did
actual
this
name.
happen? Y'all was just on
So,
live together Sunday. So when did
and
this?
just yesterday, she was throwing subliminals.
So you know
So,
what? That live in the
so,
middle of the day yesterday, where she was
okay.
on live, I had it on in the background, but it wasn't I was in sessions just having background noise. Cause I need a little bit of background noise. So I had it very low to where only I could hear it, but I didn't hear I just heard the noise. I didn't hear like the actual words. So if she said something to you then, I don't know about that. I was in there, but I did not hear that.
And so once again, that is why I asked you, are you sure that you know what you're speaking on
I
before you
wasn't
get into the
speaking on you though.
comments?
I was
I never
speaking
said
on.
therapist. I never said that. What I said is, are you sure that you know about the conversation that is being had right now before you speak and try to defend? If you do not have enough information, if you haven't gathered enough information, it makes you look a little funny and suspect because you're defending something that you don't have information on. As to why I asked you explicitly, do you know what's going on?
Yes, I came in here as Petty was talking to $2 about, hey, this is what happened, this is what I said, this is why I said it. And then I'm like, saying the same thing I always say, why does it matter if y'all aren't giving? Why does it matter what we choose to do with our money or what she's doing with it? If you're not giving, then great, protect your money. Petty said she could say whatever she want to say because she grown. I said, me too. So what I was talking about when you asked me where did I see that, I saw the eviction notice. And then when she was
Wait, so you actually saw a
So
eviction notice?
no. She saw an eviction notice. You saw. Wait, hold on. You saw the eviction notice. You're referring to the first time or the second time?
she didn't on Sunday, she didn't say she was being evicted.
I'm
She
gonna
said
drop. I
she
gotta
was being
drop
put out.
somebody. Somebody in my.
Right. So she actually said that she is getting. She used the E word, which is eviction. She said she's getting evicted.
I
Those are
did not
statements that she's
hear
been
her say
making.
evicted Sunday. The Sunday prior, yes. She showed the eviction notice and we saw that. So I did see that. This past Sunday, I didn't hear her say she was getting evicted. I heard her talking about a
Put out. So
wellness
so
check.
so so therapist, I have a question, right? Because here's, and I want you to really
But
like
why all
get
the
your, hold
smoke
on,
for
hold on, hold
me?
on, hold on,
I'm
hold
not a.
on, hold on. I want you to get your emotions out of it and hear what you're saying right now. Eviction and put out, those are synonymous words. They mean the same thing, right? So if a person is getting evicted the week
But you
before,
said she
and
said
then
the E
fast forward,
word. I didn't hear her say that.
hold on, and then fast forward, they're saying that they're getting put out. What does that mean, therapist? When a facility, or excuse me, a company who owns a property that you pay rent on is telling you that you have to go, what does that mean?
You're getting
So
evicted.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna cap like I am a
Evicted.
retail or not
It
retail. I'm
means
sorry,
evicted.
real estate attorney or rental property attorney.
It
I'm not
it
gonna
it
cap like I
it,
know that.
it
I've
means
never.
evicted.
It means evicted, though. Therapist. You
Yeah.
know
But
it
I'm
means
saying I'm
evicted.
thinking evicted is only when you can't pay. That's when you
And
get.
so she made
No, you
statements, and
can
so
get
here.
evicted for different reasons.
So
Okay,
here's
so
the
see,
thing,
that's
right?
that I don't know that. But
So
I didn't hear her say evicted this past Sunday. That's what I'm saying. I didn't
okay,
hear her
okay,
say that.
okay,
She
okay.
needs to get
So we
input.
can get past the fact that you didn't hear those words. However, you did hear put out. You did not hear evicted, but you heard put out and evicted when someone who owns a property is leasing something to you means the same thing. It's synonymous, that therapist. So we're gonna get past the semantics of those words and we're gonna move on to the fact that she showed proof of the eviction and saying that she needed to spend a certain amount of money to pay off whatever it is that she owed. You were there in the space where she raised more than $3,000 in at least 30 minutes, and then raised another, hold on, and then raised another hundred or so dollars that night when she did the battle with me, the CA battle with me. So we're all there for this situation. The next week, things happen.
Hey,
She
speak.
said
Shut the hell up. You get
the
muted for this
next the
entire
next
life.
week she then says that because of a wellness check, right? And here's where we have to be careful as to why I haven't been saying anything, because I go and I research. I went and I researched Toledo, Ohio, and how their eviction works. You have 3 to 30 days depending on what exactly the situation is. So 3 days if you have not paid rent. As to why she got that paper so fast. And it wasn't even that fast because apparently she hadn't paid rent from the year prior to, months prior to that. So they gave her more than enough time. If we're basing off of the timeline and the information that we had been provided, she was given more than 30 days to be able to pay said rent before she was given an eviction letter, right? Keep up. So she was given enough information, enough time to gather this money, right? Because she said that January, February, she had paid those, but she was missing something months prior to that, right? And so that also does not make sense because so she says this information to you, right? We're also in the room. I'm in the room with you. You're in the room. We're hearing this information. We're sad about what's going on. Our first mind is thinking about the little girl. Not so much Trina, respectfully. It's the little girl that she has. And so people are trying to make sure that that baby has a roof over her head, that that baby has her tuition paid so that she can go to school because that baby is brilliant. Not so much Trina, more so the baby. Right? So once we get past that information, fast forward a week later, she says that because of a wellness check and that Lady D and her supposedly telling the police about her name, this, that, and the third, then now they're saying that she's getting put out for for a couple reasons. She says, what noise complaint from
Noise,
neighbors.
noise
She
complaint.
says noise complaint from neighbors. That therapist. She says the fact that the police had to come to her house when it was supposed to be just a wellness check, and then she says something else. I can't remember, but she says something else that was supposed to be the reasons for why she had to move. And so even in all of this going on, even in our care for Trina, you still have to think on a logical level. Well, what the hell do you mean that there was a noise complaint? What's going on? A noise complaint is just not one time for you to get kicked out. That's not how that works. Also, if you can account, the week prior to, I asked her, so if a company is supposed to be buying out the area that you're living in, someone else is taking over that property, that means that you might have to sign a lease. Do you remember when I asked her, will you have to sign a lease? She says, no, I can still do month to month. I said, that's interesting because it's a new company and a new property. I think that they're going to make you have to sign a lease. She said, well, if that's the case, I might want to move. Then we all had a conversation about Trina wanting to move. And then she also makes a post a couple of days later saying that her mindset has to shift so that she can then move where she needs to go, because people told her that she's not going to get anywhere being in Toledo, Ohio. So it's quite ironic how now, with this information, no opinion of mine, just information that was given to the public, that we're here now, and Rose is catching strays. So I just want you to make that make sense for me without the semantics.
Can I hop in real quick before the therapist answer? I just also want to add on to it. Like in the comments, it was like everybody's experience didn't matter. Like that was Rose's experience with Trina. I have my own personal experience with Trina that I just spoke about. But when you came up here, you're like, oh, well, then stop talking about it. We have every right to discuss our experiences with one another. And it's real crazy that as grown adults, as soon as we don't like about one of our friends being told about, nobody's been disrespectful to Trina. But the fact of the matter is she's been lying. And you over here, you know what I'm saying, looking silly yourself because you're over here telling people that their experiences is wrong.
Say that. When did I say that? I don't know what happened between Rose and Trina. This is new information to me.
There is nothing happening between Trina and
Well, she
I.
asked you in the comments, do you have the full details? Have you been listening?
Everything that
You're
she
going
just
around in
said.
a circle though, therapist. That's why she just asked you that. Because you clearly must have missed everybody's story with interaction with her. It's what you're not getting.
Listen, everything that she just outlined about Trina, her situation, I heard all of that. I was there for all of that. None of that information did I miss. So, you know, what are we talking about? As far as me,
For instances, Rose does not have a problem with Trina.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was you $2.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so as far as me seeing proof, because that's what Rose asked me about. Do I know the full story? So the part that I am missing is what happened yesterday midday. Was I in that live? Yes. Could I hear what was being said? No. So there's that. So that may be the breakdown for me. But every live before and after that regarding any financial assistance, I was there for. In fact, this past Sunday, she didn't even ask for money. I started asking for money for her in the comments. Okay, so she didn't even have a Cash App up when that live started.
So
And
I have
then
a
as
question.
far as the amount,
Going to be privy to the personal interactions that she's had with everybody. That's what you're missing completely. Rose just told her story. I just told my story.
so
You're not.
the personal, I just said the personal interactions.
Right. And
I
so
don't-
that's why in the comments, when you were sending all the comments as if we were attacking Trina, making her look bad, we are keep explaining to you it's our personal
I'm only
experience.
speaking on the financial situation. That's all. Because
But
I
you
know
can't is what
Hold on.
we're
Baby,
saying.
that's all it is.
That is not my story at all. It is just a recap of what is transpiring. It is not my story. It is not my experience with Trina. It is literally what is transpiring. I want you to please stop saying that respectfully.
Who, me?
It's not. No, Desi. It's
was
not
the-
my
it was
story.
the
It's not my
transpiring.
personal feeling. It is literally what occurred. It is
Yeah,
not
she
my
was
own
stating
personal.
facts. Those are facts that I was privy to. I was listening for facts that I did not have, which it sounds like the missing piece for whatever Rose was talking about as far as her catching strays happened when I did not hear.
Therapist,
So-
I want you to understand something, because I don't think you understand when you yourself are being manipulated. You said something that really stuck out to me. I started to raise the money for Trina. That's what you said. You said Trina didn't ask, but you know what she didn't do either? She didn't stop you either. You're saying like, hey, I'm the one who put out her Cash App, but she didn't stop you from putting out the Cash App either. So basically you're putting yourself in the forefront of the person saying like, I'm doing all of this on her behalf. You're doing it because whether you realize it or not, you're being asked to do it. You're being asked to put this because you are her mod. In a way, she's trying to take the heat off of herself from.
Don't mind in her space.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not a
fine.
mod.
Okay, fine. Whether you're her mod or not, you're one of her big supporters, obviously. So you're able to do it through that. You're not fully seeing the big picture. It doesn't make sense for somebody to raise that amount of money and then suddenly say they're getting kicked out for a noise complaint. It's not how it works.
Do you know who asked her to put up that exorbitant amount of money? It was not her. We encouraged her to do that Sunday before this passed.
But it doesn't matter. She made that amount. Whether she was asked to do it or not, she made a large amount, double what she was asking for. So why doesn't she have the money now?
Where did it go? Yeah, where did it go?
This therapist said she only has, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, she said that she only has $500 left of that money as to why she's been raising another $5,000.
I didn't hear that. I did not hear that. So that's a piece of information.
5,000. Let me change my goal.
So then why are you critiquing us? Why are you so upset?
I'm at my question,
and it is not, and let me be clear, it is not me. I could care less about what people put as their goal. I'm just giving the information. I just want to be clear. I'm just giving the information.
I'm not a therapist.
There's somebody trying to come up, T.
I know. Let me let.
Can we please talk one at a time?
For 3,000 a couple weeks ago. Is anybody clocking these numbers?
I'll drop $2. Can I just ask a question?
Yeah, I got a screenshot.
Okay. Oh, she gone already, never mind. Go ahead and ask your question.
I just want to ask therapists why, but here's my issue though. Why keep defending what you don't know? Like if you're not familiar with the timeline, if you haven't heard the entire story, why keep defending and keep, you know what I'm saying, like kind of picking at people and kind of, you know what I'm saying, sending subliminals. Can I finish? When you don't know?
No, because I haven't had y'all asked me to come up here, but I'm not even allowed.
I'm gonna ask you.
So was I asked to come up here to speak, or was I asked
let
to
her speak,
come up
Desi.
here
Let her speak. Because what I didn't want.
Yeah, I don't want you to feel attacked. I
don't want her. I don't want you to feel attacked, therapist. I just want to give you the information.
I don't want you to feel that way.
No, I wouldn't use attacked. But what did I come up here for if I'm not able to speak? She came up here after me talking about stuff that. What are you even talking about, ma'am?
Don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to what
please
tap
the screen.
That's true. So you can finish your statement. But will you allow who's talking, Desi, to ask you a question?
I'm not answering Desi because what is she even talking about? I came up here to answer Rose and talk to Rose because I am a supporter of Rose. So I'm coming up here for that. So I don't know what the hell Desi's talking about, but she can direct her questions elsewhere.
Well, I want you to calm down because I know you pacing around that damn island. Go sit down.
Why you know that? Stop that.
So I want you to sit down.
Can you guys go ahead and put foods and favorite colors in the comments, please? Support the live.
And I do want you to speak on.
One second, Rose. 1 second.
Honey. Sorry.
It's okay, boo. It's okay. Can y'all please again tap. Put foods, favorite colors, whatever you can in the comments. FYP. Again, the host does have a live goal. Please give
304 is my goal. 304.
Jesus Christ. Please give the panel. Go ahead, Rose. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah,
y'all tap.
Panel.
I know. $2 was trying to say something. I see her mouth.
Oh no, I said my goal was 304.
Sure, she ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead, Rose.
She ain't shit, dog. So, therapist, I want to know what are your thoughts? Because that's the reason why I wanted you to come up so that it can be expressed to you where you can understand it. Because it's only so much that you can say with a couple characters in the chat. So now with the information that you've been provided, how are you feeling? Because I think you thought that people were more so attacking who was sending, and it's not so much who. Nobody really cares who's sending who what. It's more so people are frustrated because a lot of people apparently have been around for a long time and have seen a cycle. And so now, if they're seeing a cycle and they're seeing it again, but just with new characters unlocked, they're trying to figure out what the hell is happening.
Thank you.
So go ahead, therapist. I think you're muted.
Okay, so as far as what happened before I've been on the app, because obviously I'm new to the app, I don't know anything about that. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on really anything that I haven't witnessed with my own ears or eyes. My whole thing is, one, how do we know she's lying? Like, do we have proof of her lying? Secondarily, as somebody who has donated to her, I am not asking, like, so why are people who aren't giving so concerned? And if there are other people
Because we
who have,
can be.
can I finish?
You
Can I
can, but
finish?
we
I
are
was asked to
concerned
come up here, so can
because
I
we
finish?
can be, and that's
Okay,
what
Okay,
I was
one,
saying. A lot of
Hello,
people don't realize.
one at a time,
like
please,
thank
guys.
you,
literally, I'm not
Theory.
interrupting
Theory, can
anyone
I have
else.
one? One at a time, please, ladies. Thank you.
Go
Thank you.
Patty. Go Patty. Tell her. Go Patty.
Okay, how does Petty have more
Therapist,
money than
will
I
you
got?
finish
God
What
your
the
damn.
point?
hell?
And
But
please,
therapist, so they do have proof though that she did lie on one instance with the little girl hair being done.
so are you talking about the first time, or is there another time?
I
There's
don't
so
know. Whenever
But
she said that she was getting it
which eviction
professionally
do you
done.
want to know? Do you want to
I'm
know
not
the first
talking
one, the
about
And I ain't
second
got
one,
a
the
any
third,
problem
or
with
the
time.
Trina,
fourth?
just for the record.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
which
shut
one do
down
you
because
want to know about? The
I'm
third,
not
the
able to
fourth, the
talk. I'm not
fifth,
gonna try to.
the
My voice,
sixth?
y'all hear my voice is super soft, so I'm not
It
about to
is.
be
Yeah,
talking over
let her talk.
nobody.
Don't
So I'm
talk
gonna
over
jump
her,
I
down.
need
y'all.
you to learn how to elevate your
Yes,
shit.
one at
Don't
a
talk
time,
over her, y'all.
please.
Oh,
Theory.
she gone. Hey, she been up here for a while. Miss Supremely Petty,
Oh,
how you doing?
she left.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
how
she
Donna,
left.
about
She
can I
said
say
she
you?
something
wanted to
real
go.
quick?
Who was
Go
that? Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, Trip.
I was gonna
Um,
say, ain't no soft voice. She just can't say it with her chest. She was on them lives the other day defending Trina to the two guys. She's a good person. She's a good person. Will you help her go pay her bills being a good person? That therapist screaming she a good person. Talking about can't nobody ask questions when they done donated their money. If I put into the pot, why I can't ask where my money going? Now I ain't putting in the pot because I know the lady be lying and
Ah,
begging.
Lord, hold
She
on. I gotta drop somebody.
she gonna pimp and ask y'all for everything under the world. Oh, well,
Excuse
can
me.
y'all help me pay
Oh,
for
I'm
my
back to
Hold on.
cuticles?
address you,
Hold on,
Trip.
Kenny.
Can y'all
I've been
help me
waiting
pay for
on
my
you, Trip.
cuticles? Girl, bye. You go help her. You go help her since you got
Trip.
her concerned. You
But
go
have
help.
you? I have been.
Absolutely not, because she's a liar
Okay,
and
so
she's
then what the hell are you
disrespectful.
talking about?
I'm talking about you. Know what you talking about. That's
I'm
what I'm talking about.
talking
I'm talking about
about
you.
my
Know what
business,
you talking
which
about.
is I gave money, and I'm saying
But I'm saying
I
you just
haven't
asked me what I'm
asked.
talking about, and I just informed you I'm talking about you. So now I'm trying to figure out what you talking about. I'm talking
So
about you and your friend. Now what you talking
say
about?
what you got to say about me. What you got to
You
say
and
about
your
me,
friend
Trip?
with my chest. That's what I'm saying.
What are
I
you
don't like
saying
neither
though?
one of y'all. You tried to take up for her and she be
Next,
dead ass
okay.
wrong.
So as
And
far
I
Thank you,
thought that
Scholar.
voice box was broken. Why you getting loud
Thank you,
now? I thought that
Scholar.
voice box don't work like that with your little
okay,
lying self.
how am I lying? Please
My
say the
voice
lie that
doesn't
I
get loud.
told.
I have to whisper. I'm not a loud talker. You got loud when I got loud with you, didn't you?
Well, I
Lying. You
guess
be
I
lying just
found
like
it,
your
didn't
friend.
I? I
You're
guess I
lying just
found it
like your
from deep
friend.
within,
Don't
didn't
y'all
I?
get that lady no money. She going to buy
Excuse
325. I promise you.
excuse me,
And that's
ladies.
fine. And that's
Excuse me,
fine. If she
ladies.
takes my money and does something else with it, that's fine because it was my choice as a grown adult to give it. Okay?
Okay.
So I can make further decisions if I need to. If I'm giving her money that is not
Eyes of a feather
for what
stick
I meant to be.
together.
Excuse me, ladies.
How?
Excuse
I
me,
haven't
ladies.
asked for anything.
I hate to bust in here. Excuse me. I hate to get loud, but thank you guys for helping us reach 200K. There's 1,000 people in here. We can get to 300.
Dang,
Just power
1,000? The
tap.
hell?
Sure do. And please help T reach her goal. 304.
Yeah, y'all just like
304
me
is the
being a
goal.
hoe. Don't let me be a
That's
hoe. At least
just
make me a
that's just
$303. Dang.
$1 each from 304 people. If we can get 1,000, just send $1. Just $1 right quick. She can meet her goal. Thank y'all.
I need
And
a dollar too.
I don't
I
have to
need a
pay
dollar
for
too.
cobbler.
Petty roll
That's not I
official.
don't pay for who's
Oh,
paying
yeah,
for
help Penny Roll.
cobbler.
She's trying to go to the DR.
Only questions are this. If you're not giving money, then why do you have so much to say? That's number one.
I do have a question though,
Because
because
it's
for me,
public though, therapist, because
I
it's
have
public.
Okay,
I
fine.
have to be honest though, because I have not given like a whole lot of money like a lot of people have. However, I
You
gave my
haven't. You
energy.
gave something. You gave whatever.
However, I gave a lot of energy and I gave a lot of time.
Yes.
So for me, right, and y'all see me give my energy and time. So what about those people who have also given their energy and time? What what
To ask whatever
what do you say
questions they
to
want
those
to ask.
individuals?
They have a right
Because
to ask whatever they want to ask if they have contributed. Ask her. If
yeah,
y'all
but
like,
then
I
that's a
need to,
contradiction though, therapist, because
for
I
the
understand
people
and
who
the reason
have
why I'm saying this,
invested
the
into
reason
her
but the reason
time
for
and
why I'm
money.
saying this, the reason for why I'm saying this is because from what you said that you're new to the app, there's a lot of people who have been around longer than 2 years who have, or a year and a half,
But
who have
I
sat
don't care what
around this
they have to
person.
say because I didn't
But
witness it
wait,
with
but
my
wait, but
own
wait,
ears
but
and
wait, but
eyes.
wait. But hear what I'm saying though. There have been people, because you have not seen them do it currently, does not mean that they haven't done it before. So there's a lot of people who have said that
I just
around
said
this.
I can't speak to it because I didn't see it or hear it.
And so that's why people are now frustrated with you because of the statements that you're making in the comments without actual full knowledge of who has contributed from who hasn't. And a lot of
No,
people,
I didn't say. I didn't say
from
nobody
what
did
I'm
who
gathering, a lot of people
contributed.
have contributed emotionally, not only emotionally, a lot of people have contributed financially. A
Okay,
lot of people
those
have
are.
been there.
I'm talking about people who have not contributed. Those are the people that I'm talking to. I'm not talking to people who have
But you
gone
don't
in there.
know. She just sat up here and said you don't know who has contributed and who has not. You just missed that whole point. You
So,
said that you are
but
new
so
and
if
you
it
have
doesn't
not been
apply,
here
let it
that long.
slide.
So
If
you
it
don't
doesn't